Obviously, welcome back. Where
Thank
you
you.
been? What you been up to? We missed you.
You know, I've been in Miami, big booty Latinas. That's what I've been up to. You know. Now, of course, man. Yeah, so good to be back. To be honest, like fuck, you know, we give it for granted, but you know that's what we signed up for, and we love it. At least I do, you know, and I missed it dearly. So it's good to be back, and yeah, man. I mean, after my last fight, I felt I had to take a little bit of time. So then I changed the gym. Then ended up, you know, I found ATT, loved it, started training, and then I mean, you know, started getting ready for another fight, and then got injured. So then, you know, a bit of time off, changing gym, looking for a different place to train and everything, and then I got injured, and this took me basically like almost a year, basically, because 3 months was I thought I could recover with PT and all, but then I actually made it worse, and then ended up getting surgery on June. And shoot, like it's been 9 months since, and so this injury took basically a year, you know. And so yeah, I mean, I think I got injured March, and I'm coming back now. So that's what it's been.
With the almost 2 years away, we got to talk to some of the other fighters today, and there's still that drive, that passion. The time away, did that restart that fire? Did you find that love, that passion to get back in the wins?
Yeah, definitely. Listen, I love the game, but more than everything, I'm much more calm, man. If angry Vettori was a problem, now you see calm Vettori, what it is. So, yeah, I'm much more, you know, I had to stop to realize a lot of things. And so, you know, I think even this injury came for a reason. So it's good. Took my time, observed from outside a little bit, and now I'm back. So it's good.
Great to have you back, and congrats on that growth, that maturity.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Last time around, it was 3 rounds. Now we got 5. What can we expect? What are these keys to victory for Marvin to get his hand raised?
Oh, yeah. Listen, I think I'm a guy that grows through a round, so it's a lot of times 4th and 5th I find a second win. So it's I like 5 rounds, you know. It's a bit heavy, but it's good. I love it. Like, you know, I always find it in myself, and I know I can push like more than others, especially in those later rounds. So it's gonna be good.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
First of all, Roman was here. I was speaking with him, and he said that he's not the same Dolidze as he was 2 years ago in the terms of fighting. So if we're speaking about you, are you the same Marvin Vettori as it was 2 years ago fighting with Dolidze?
No, completely different guy, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, listen, I would hope that he's not the same, and I would say the same thing in it. Like, it's like no fighter's gonna come here and tell you that they're gonna be the same. So yeah, it's kind of an obvious question, but you know, I changed him because I felt I had to do something different, and so yeah, no, I'm not definitely I'm not the same. I found a home at ATT, even though it's not long, and I'm happy that I'm representing them for the first time this time around. But I've been there for a while, and it's amazing, to be honest. It's a lot of growth has been going on, I think. But you know, I'm a show it. You know, it's talk is talk at the end of the day.
Roman every time says that he's pretty sure that he won that fight.
Yeah.
So, what can you respond?
He just needs to learn how to count, I guess. Just go back and look at the significant strikes. You know, it's where what like it was one action every round. Maybe it was that. Will that give you a round? Like, you know, it's okay. You know, we'll settle it again Saturday. So it is what it is. You know.
Marvin, there's been a lot of changes in your division since you last competed. New champion with DDP, and you have new contenders like Nazardir Imouav and Caio Borralho. What's your assessment of the division right now, and where do you think you fit in it?
Yeah, it's deep, man. Division, we raised the bar, and I mean, they raised the bar for now, but I'll come in soon. But yeah. No, it's good. It's been good. I think it's tough. Like there's a lot of good fighters, and yeah. Listen, it starts with Saturday. My comeback starts with Saturday, and I'm gonna show I'm gonna be a contender and get that title, because
Nice.
that's where my head is.
Yeah, and you spoke about angry Vettori and calm Vettori. Just want to talk a little bit about Brandon Allen. Obviously, you were supposed to fight him last year. That injury happened, and before that, you've never withdrawn from a fight, not even in your amateur career, and it was a big injury that needed like surgery. Is that a fight that you still want? Is there unfinished business there? Because you guys have still like traded jabs online. Obviously, there was that incident last August in Florida. Is that a fight that you still want?
Maybe, you know, like now he's like, I don't even, it's not even that relevant. No, to be honest, he was going up, yeah, and I knew it wasn't gonna go past the top 5. So I was kind of wanted to be smart a little bit, where like, let me get it. He has a bit of hype. He's coming from 5-6 wins, and I want to be the one that give him a loss, you know. But now he's got 2 losses. He was trying to look over me, and look what happened. You know, at the end of the day, listen, depends. You know, depends. If I want another easier, not easy, but like easier fight, maybe. If not, if I want to really get into like with the big boys up there, then I'll easily skip him. Listen, I don't even like what happened outside. It's at the end of the day, it's 2 different things to me. Because what happens in the street or whatever, it's not fighting. It's different. Like it's not part of like this game. But just know, like, you know, if you want to bring it there, I'll come there too. So I don't care, man. It's too much. To be honest, it's almost waste breath to me talking about it.
Yeah, and also like you've been very active throughout your career, and this was a 2-year layoff. Mentally, was it good being away a little bit, just getting that mental reset away from the sport?
Definitely. Yeah, it was definitely good, and yeah, man, it's been good, and that's where a lot of like the adjustments, and you think you're doing adjustment even though you never stop and you keep going, but that's when like the thinking and everything else like comes into place, when you have to sit and stay with what you have, and sometimes full health on your body you don't have, so you have to figure something else out.
Yeah, and just one last one from me. Just speaking about the top of the division, DDP and Hamza Chimaev, it looks like they're going to be competing for the middleweight title. How do you see that matchup going?
I think DDP, man, comes as listen, both great fighters, but I think it's a bit obvious what Kamsa is gonna do in it. So I don't know. Listen, at the end of the day, we were saying the DDP durability was questioned a lot before, and then he comes out. So maybe just adjustments. I don't know. But if you ask me who I would put money on now, the way it is, then I would put it on DDP. That's for sure.
Welcome back and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you very much, brother.
How you prepare yourself for this fight? How was the camp in the past months? And when you think we will see you fighting for the title?
Yeah, listen. I mean, I was at ATT, did my whole camp over there, and bro, ATT just, you know, one thing you don't have to look for is coaches. They got everything. It's very structured, so you have all the tools, you know, like you have all the tools, and you just the only problem might be that you have too much, and you have to be able to filter it out and just schedule yourself properly, because otherwise maybe you do too much. And then for the title, you know, when the balls start rolling and I keep winning, things happen very fast, I believe so. And especially also when it's your moment to make it happen, and I believe it is now. So it'll start with Saturday, and that's it.
Just going off, you know, no fighter, especially that's been in the fight game as long as you, is 100% all the time. You know, injuries are going to start nag. But when you mentioned the shoulder, how serious was it? Was it the kind of injury where you had to think, am I going to be able to fight again? Were you ever worried?
There was times where I was like, fuck, you know, is it going to be back to normal? Because it takes so fucking long. Like, it's that shoulder, man, it's every angle, like it's how can I explain? It's like every angle you have to train, because otherwise, like, you'll be good here, but out here it's weak. And yeah, it's no, I had times where, like, you know, I'm pretty stubborn, man, but they you know, I'm able to get after it. But I had moments where I'm like, fuck, you know, is it gonna be back to normal, or I have to like compensate, figure some other way to fight or something? And
it's obviously
the UFC has been going to Paris and London, and now there's talk about Spain. What do you think you should do, or other Italian fighters do, like to put Italy back? Because Dana mentioned a couple of times that they were planning to go to do an event there. So what do you think you need to do to push that to
well, at this point, I need to become the champion to bring the UFC to Italy, which these are my two coming in. I think I said it after my first fight, those are my two dreams, becoming champion and bring the UFC to Italy. So I think at this point is that,
If Spain happens first, you think Italian fans would love to go to see you there?
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah, if they put me in that car, for sure they'll love it. Yeah.
Thanks, Marvin.
Thank you.
Speaking about UFC, Italy, which heat do you want? The north, I mean Milan, or Rome, or something in the south?
I mean, I probably Milan, because Milano is kind of like a second home a little bit, because even when I started training, when I was like 16 to 19, I was going back and forth to Milan, and Milan is always, it's closer to me. It's like, but Rome is like always also be amazing, because it's so much history, Jesus, like Colosseum and all this, like just you feel like a real gladiator in there, like in the place where everything happened back in the day. So don't matter, to be honest. It's what? No, Naples. I wouldn't relate too much to Naples because of where I come from, But listen, anywhere in Italy, I would love it. But if I had to pick, I wouldn't pick. It'd be between Milan and Rome, yeah.